They really are happy about that. I couldn't see it, but I could hear it. Could you hear it too? You know, do you guys know those songs? Will you show me? Some of you, do you know those? I know, aren't they so good? And they don't even know. Like, these used to be in the hymn book. A hymn book. Do you know what that is? Okay. So we will understand it. That's the one I wanted to tell you guys about. We had a day in class where they're like, what are we singing about here, Mrs. M? Oh, my goodness. Trials dark on every hand, and we cannot understand all the ways that God would lead us to that blessed promised land. I mean, amen? But he'll guide us with his eye, and we'll follow till we die. That's the line those boys sang. And I said, grab onto that, boys, and take it till you die. We will follow till we die. We will understand it better by and by. By and by, Lord, when the morning comes, when the blessed saints of God are gathered home, we will tell the story how we've overcome. Oh, I can't wait. I know. It's true. Hide it in your hearts, ladies and gentlemen. For this choir, this is made up of the 7th and 8th grade, and a couple of things I want you to know about them. Number one, the first song they sang is in the timing of 5. So instead of a normal 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, which is what you hear everywhere, they were singing in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, it's hard to do. Could you tell it was hard? Not at all. The last time that a group here performed that song, it was my high school women. But knowing the talent level of these students, I knew they could handle it. And so I've told the concert choir to be recruiting these children because you will be blessed to have the 8th graders. Who are you? 8th graders in the concert choir next year. And look at the large 7th grade class. Hello! And you guys will be leading that Cantus Choir next year. And so that's very exciting. For this choir, I give an outstanding 7th grader award, an outstanding 8th grader award, and then a director's award. And so the outstanding 7th grader award for this group goes to Sebastian Revilla. Got my signature. Stay here. And the outstanding 8th grader award goes to Jazaniah Lippard. And the outstanding male vocalist for this group, and you know, male vocalist in middle school, wow, that's hard, right? I mean, really, you know, things are changing and moving around, and you don't know from one day to the next which notes they'll have and they won't. Is that too much information? So, the male vocalist, well earned for this group, goes to Dylan Branson. And this was a hard thing for me to do. The female vocalist award for this group goes to my daughter, Elena Mangiaracina. That was hard to do. That's like coaches, you know, starting their children in the football team. But the truth is, she did not want to be in choir this year. That's the truth. And I just prayed all summer, and I said maybe 5 times. Did I say 5 times? 10? Maybe 20? I tried really hard not to say anything and just pray. And by the beginning of school, she was ready to join the choir, and she's been such an asset, and it's been a thrill to teach all of you guys. Stay right there, because we have a director's award for this group, who is a beautiful musician, a beautiful singer, a wonderful student, and a friend to all. And it is such a joy to teach her each day. The Cantus Choir Director's Award goes to Miss Anna Williams. Thank you. All right, back up to your places, and one more song. I forgot to talk about my solo and ensemble singers in this group. If you guys could step forward, we had a lot of kids courageously go and sing before a judge back in the fall. Jennifer Admire, Gabrielle London, Olivia Zeitler all received excellent singing solos in front of a judge. Please give them a hand. Stay right there. Along with them, Elena Manjarashina, Callie Schmidt, Anna Williams, and Ashlyn Zeitler received superiors for their solos that they sang before a judge. Very good job. And stay right there still. In the fall, we begin a three-pronged audition process with the county and with the state. Actually, it's called the All-State Festival. And it is comprised of 3 tests: a written theory test, a sight singing test where they look at something for the first time and have to sing it in front of a judge, and then what? Oh, then you sing some of the repertoire from the all-state literature. And, this leads into another story. Anyway, in the middle school mixed chorus, we had 2 people who were honored to be in that group, and that is Mr. Dylan Branson and Miss Anna Williams. Do you see those? You get a pin. Stay right there. And then there are 2 groups for the middle school. The middle school treble choir, we had 3 singers in a part of that group, and that is Gabriel Coburn and Elena Manjarashina and Sebastian Ravilla. And a cool connection that only God can do. The treble chorus concert was directed by a guy called Cristian Grasos. Did I say that right? Grasso. He was, from the second he walked into that room of 160 middle school students, you could see that he spoke middle school. I mean, he had their attention from the first second. And he wrote a piece for that choir that they got to perform. He is a professor at University of Southern California. And in the concert, Mrs. Coburn can attest to it. I mean, I've been to many, many, many all-state concerts, and it really was the best all-state concert I have ever seen. And it had a lot to do with this conductor. He connected with the students right away. In the concert, he connected with the audience. And he just was lovely. And then we find out that Mrs. M is going to do something else next year. So we're looking for a teacher. It's not Cristian Graces, okay? So don't think that. But as we received and prayed and got so many interviews, and Mr. Stratus let me take the lead on deciding, like, who's going to bring these kids to the next level. Like, not just anybody is going to take this spot. And one of the guys studied with Cristian Graces and with the high school conductor, Mr. Joe Michael Scheibe. And so, and he got his master's degree out there at University of Southern California, and his name is Mr. Steve Coe. So he's going to be our director of the choirs next year. I'm so excited for our students to get to learn from a man, from a godly man, and from someone who has studied under such great leadership. And of course, I'm saying all this to encourage you. Please give the guy a chance, all right? I mean, the good thing is no one's going to walk into that room and expect him to look and sound like me, right? Okay, so anyway, isn't that a cool God thing, how the Lord connected those dots? I agree. Okay, you may be